Oh, what up, peeps? Isaac here from Issie Ishiyama, aka Astro Issie. Hope everybody is doing well. As you can see, this is another video. It's not that I don't like doing videos. I love doing videos, but I want the videos to have content, and I gotta just make more time to do them. So, as you know, one of the ways I do videos is that I answer emails. A really great email I got Monday, I think it was Monday, this past Monday, was a person was, asking a question about, when they start their business, how soon should you see your family and friends involved or supporting your business? Should they start should they start supporting your business as you begin to build, or should they start supporting your business after you've built it? And the person was kind of saying that they don't feel the support from their family. So they asked me, how many people in my family have supported my business? And just to make this long story short, that's what they asked me. And I can count on this many hands, 3. I have a big family. And first of all, when I got into Issie, I wasn't looking for friends or family to support my business. As you know, I started my company, my brand, aimed at a certain demographic because I saw the need for some, some positive images, but I didn't want to stagnate my brand or my business or my attempts by focusing on that one demographic. So I changed everything around. But let me just say this: if you're looking for your success to come by your family or friends supporting your business, and you're counting on that to be successful, you might as well hang it up. Over with, game over, dead in the water. Because from my experience and from a lot of other people that I've talked to and I've listened to, is that they're the last ones to support your business. You feel me? So I think, not looking for your family to support you, I think that you got to believe in your business first. Whatever it is you're starting, whatever business you're starting, this is a principle that can go to any business. You starting a business, you got to believe in that business, whether other people, because the family and friends are going to be the last people to believe in your business. I have one family member that supported my business, that supported Issie from day one. All right, from day one. This one person has every shirt, everything that I put out, belt, any jewelry, accessories. This person has it. Anything that I put out, that person, one person in my big family, has supported this brand since day one. Then there's another person who found out later on and bought some pieces from me. But outside of those two people out of my big family, that has supported my brand. And I really don't give a shit. Seriously, you can't give a shit about people who supporting your brand. Don't waste energy on people who are not supporting your movement or your ideas. Spend that energy on how to give more back to the people who have shown that support. I've had one friend, I don't have a lot of friends, first of all, but I have one friend, just like that one family member, who from day one, when I first started Issie, this guy has bought every shirt that I've put out. Almost every shirt. So, 3 people out of everybody I know that's been consistent supporting my brand. So, if you're looking for your family members to support your business and you are relying on them to rally behind you, to give you that pat on the back, to encourage you, or that drive, hang it up. From my experiences and from talking to other people, that's not going to be the case. It's going to be people outside of your idea and outside of your brand that's going to support your business. The reason why, let me keep this real. Let me be really real. And I know on Issie, this channel, it's some white people and black people and Chinese people and Arab people. I've seen a lot of different comments from different people that's seen this video. So one of the things we don't like to deal with in America is race. All right, so I keep it real. I'm a brand. but at the same time, I want to be able to share some ideas and keep this real. When you have a business, for instance, like I had Rebel Clothing Company, it was aimed at trying to help these young men in the ghettos across America, develop some self-esteem and rebel against the stereotypical thug imagery, gang crime imagery, that stigma of being a criminal or a gang member. I thought to myself, like, man, how often do black people actually support their own, efforts? Somebody's trying to help. You see what I'm saying? And I said to myself, why build a business based around that idea when you might not get that support back? You lose your money, you lose your pants. So, I mean, and it was basically right, because 90% of the people who bought Issie outside of the black community are Caucasian or Chinese. I got some Arabs. So, word to you guys, word to my white peeps, word to my Arab peeps. I don't care what color you are. Issie is a global brand that crosses nationalities, transcend culture, transcend nationalities or race or color or gender. I've had white people, I've had Arabs, Chinese people, Mexican people supporting this brand. Very few have been black. Just keeping it real. So if you are a white person, and this can go for you too, if you're relying on your family to support you, you gotta believe in your own business and in your own ideas and branch out and grab people and once people see in your family that you've been successful and they see people supporting your business, then they're gonna come. And those people right there, you gotta keep kind of off, keep off. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of keep those people. You can't allow those people in your inner circle. Because if they don't support you from day one, I mean, what is that saying to you? And you're my family and you know me. So the question is, how many people in my family have supported Issie? Not many. 3. How many people outside of my family have supported Issie? Lots. Lots of people have supported Issie outside of my family. Lots of people outside of the African American community or the black community, whatever you want to say you are, have supported my brand. And I love that. I love that because that's the idea that I was going for. I wasn't going for this is a black brand. I kind of steer away from being called streetwear, with that stigma, urban stigma. So this is a cultural brand. This is a brand that transcends cultural and ethnicities and genders and races and color. And that's the idea. People, all I can say is, don't wait for people to support your brand. Gary has if you guys are familiar with Gary, I'm quite sure a lot of people, because this guy is blowing up. Gary from T-shirt Help Desk. Gary from T-shirt Help Desk has a very powerful video, and I said I was going to look at the video and know the name, but I mean, just go to it. He's talking about on the video. It's called he's going over this Damon Dash. If you haven't seen the Damon Dash video, you can go to Gary's video and hear it, or you can go find a video where Damon Dash is talking about boss versus employee, which is a very powerful business. Gary talks about that in his latest video. I believe that's his latest video. But he also talking about musing your brand, and he also talks about entrepreneurship. And oh man, the last part of the whole, it's what do you call it? A taping. It's a podcast. It's a podcast. So the last part, the whole podcast is very powerful. But the last part, Gary really digs in some meat and gravy, some steak and potatoes for you. Where if, for instance, me, I love sneakers. You know what I mean? I love collecting things. I love collecting, things from the 80s. I love like nice cars. I love nice stuff. but I also have a business to run. So if I have to choose between, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, if I have to choose between the latest Jordans that's coming out or taking that money and investing it back into my business so my business can eat, then you know, as an entrepreneur, my priority should be to feed my business. So when you feed your business and you make sacrifices, personal sacrifices, right? And you feed your business will grow and get fatter and fatter, and sooner or later will be able to feed you and your business and it. You see what I'm saying? It'll be able to feed you and it. So we have to make those kind of sacrifices where we're entrepreneurs. We can't go out clubbing every night. We can't watch TV. We can't come in, you know, if you have a job, you can't come in and plop down on the couch and watch. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit the bricks. You gotta get, you know, do your research. You gotta see what you see what I'm saying? You gotta turn the TV off. You gotta get out and hustle. You gotta get out there and get people to believe in your dream. You know, and you wondering why people not buying from you, and you wondering why your business is slow, or you wonder why you can't get your business off the ground, and you wonder why you gotta ask a million questions to people, where I get this from, and why. It's because you're not putting the research in. You're too busy clubbing. You're too busy, you know, partying, hanging out. You know, you're not gonna have too much time for your girlfriend when you're an entrepreneur, your boyfriend when you're an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? You're just not. You know, you got to get this thing 110%. Now, if you're married and starting a business, of course, you got to make room for your, I mean, that's just a no nonsense thing. But at the same time, your spouse should understand that you are a business owner and what you're doing is for the good of the family, right? So, you can't rely on your family. And at the same time, you got to get out there and hustle, right? Because you are an entrepreneur. You got to cut the TV off. You know, you can't buy the Jordans. You know, you can't go to the clubs. You can't buy the Gucci belt. You can't buy the latest, you know, a rap CD or a country CD or a pop CD or whatever you like. What's the name? Taylor Swift CD. You can't buy the latest stuff. You gotta tighten the belt. You gotta tighten your belt up. All right. You gotta tighten your belt up. So tighten your belt up, you know, and feed your business. And sooner or later, your business is gonna feed you and it. All right, and that's where you get to that point where you can go get the Range Rover and you can go get the nice shoes and the nice furniture, but feed your business first. You see what I'm saying? So maybe I delve off a little bit, but the point I'm trying to make is no. A lot of people in my family did not support my business, you know, period. You know, it's just like they don't believe. A prophet is not believed in his own city or something like, or welcome in his own city. A prophet is not welcome in his own city. It's the people outside of the city that understands and welcomes the prophet. A prophet is not welcomed in his own city. I think Jay-Z say something about his first album in one of his songs. I can't remember what he's saying, but he said you all lamed out. So anyway. But I mean, he said I gave you prophecy on the first album, but you all lamed out. So whatever. Anyway, people are not going to accept that until other people catch on, and then they're going to come back and accept it. So, alright, this is long enough. I just had to get that video done. You know, I'm doing these videos. Hope you guys got some content. But believe in your own dream. Believe in your own future. Don't wait for family. They don't believe in me. Nobody's buying nothing from me. Nobody's coming into my business. Nobody's supporting my business and my family. So I feel like quitting. No, you don't feel like quitting. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people outside of your family that believe. You don't have to necessarily meet them. You can meet them on, you know, it can be Les Brown. It can be John, you know, the motivational speakers, Tony Robbins. You know, these can be mentors just by listening to their tapes. You know, they can be your mentors. Surround yourself with those kind of people who are gonna keep fueling your dreams. Okay, all right. Don't wait for family to support you, because it's not gonna happen. In some cases, it will happen. So family will come out the door and support you. But for the most cases, from my experience and from what I listen to, I mean, just the kind of world we live in, man. People are so stuck in mediocrity. You know, I know people who doing at-home businesses, and you know, I believe if you got to hustle, anything will work for you. If you got to hustle, anything will work for you. So It's just like people think everything don't work, and it's like, man, people don't believe. We live in a world where people don't believe. You know what I mean? So believe in your own dreams. Don't wait for your family to believe in you. Don't wait for them. Just go out there and kick some ass. You know, and when you start to kicking ass and you start to growing your business, and they come saying, girl, I always believed in you, Sammy Joe, sonny. Oh boy, I always believed in you. I knew you can do it. You just say, mm-hmm. Don't tell them, you know, get your ass out of here. Just say, mm-hmm. But you keep those people, you know, and you don't let them in your inner circle. So I'm Isaac from Issie Ishiyama, aka. I hope you got some content. I hope I answered that question. 15 minutes, you guys can handle it. Alright? Isaac from Issie Ishiyama, aka Astro Izzy. I'm out of this boy. Peace.